To Seabed on Bonkers Communication Television, and we are reaching you on our YouTube channel. Barely 24 hours after Clarion Shipping West Africa Limited launched her Ocean Dragon vessel, the company has had a stakeholders meeting to market their services. Seabed on Bonkers Communications Television was at the venue for coverage. Bid to birth a new era of independence and competitiveness and to empower the local importers and exporters with world-class logistics solutions. The management of Clarion Shipping West Africa Limited has rolled out some incentives that the company would offer to Nigerian shippers, freight forwarders, and the entire trading community in Nigeria. The Vice President of the Clarion Shipping West Africa Limited, Mrs. Bernardine Eloka, assured that with the birthing of Nigeria's first ever indigenous shipping services in Nigeria direct from China to Nigeria, better days are ahead of the nation's trading community.
Clarion Shipping West Africa Limited, as we are known worldwide, has proudly unveiled Nigeria's first ever indigenous shipping services in Nigeria, direct from China to Nigeria. This is a landmark achievement in the nation's maritime history. This milestone marks a new era of independence and competitiveness for indigenous operation in Nigeria, for Nigerian trade, and empowering local importers and exporters with world-class logistics solutions operated by a wholly Nigerian-owned shipping line. Clarion's direct China-Nigeria service will connect major Chinese ports, including Qingdao, Yiwu, Nansha, Shanghai, and Ningbo, providing a seamless trade corridor that eliminates costly transshipment delays and strengthens Nigeria's position as a hub for West African commerce. We call on all Nigerian importers, exporters, and stakeholders to patronize this indigenous service and enjoy the multiplicity of benefits designed to reduce costs, enhance efficiency, and create a truly Nigerian-driven shipping experience. Key benefits of the service. 1. Reduced freight charges. Competitive rates designed to make Nigerian cargo more affordable and globally competitive. 2. Lower clearing costs, streamlined processes, and indigenous ownership cut down on excessive clearing fees. 3. No container deposits. Importers no longer need to tie down capital on refundable deposits. 21 days free container demurrage, generous free periods, remove the financial burden of demurrage. This direct China-Nigerian service eliminates transshipment at foreign hubs, ensuring faster transit times and reduced risk. Simplified documentation. This eases off grant of demurrage waivers and swift intervention in cargo release where discrepancies are noted. Attractive terminal and handling charges. Competitive tariffs at Clarion's bonded terminals and partner facilitates the ease of doing business. Support for local industry. Patronages strengthens Nigeria's indigenous maritime sector, creating jobs and reinforcing national capacity. Collaboration on mixed cutoff days, because you know that question will come, that how about if I miss my cutoff date, what happens? And we now say that even if the cutoff date is missed, Clarion coordinates shipment with next available lines to avoid delays. We are also offering a $500 reduction in the freight charges for every 40-feet container shipped under Clarion shipping line, and $300 waiver on every 20-feet container shipped using Clarion shipping line. I know that that question will arise because Clarion is known to be dealing directly with agents. All the agents that handle their cargo clearances in our terminal can bear this witness that we don't compete with agents. It's the agents that have helped in bringing up Clarion to the level that she is today. On enhancing the movement of cargo within Nigeria and within West African countries. And again, the ease of shipment of goods from China direct to Nigeria. So the issue of transshipment from port to port, from country to country before cargo gets to Nigeria, you find out that in most times it takes like 2 months, 3 months before goods shipped from China will arrive Nigeria. And we need to provide a solution because we love Nigeria, we love our people. We don't want them to continue crying because of the high cost of movement of this cargo from China to Nigeria, tying down their capital for all this while. But with this direct shipment of goods from China to Nigeria, you now find out that within 35 days, any cargo shipped with the Clarion shipping line from China gets to Nigeria within 35 days. And you can imagine the ease with which the capital of the importers and our people will be released within the shortest.
Speaking at the gathering, the chairman of the occasion, His Royal Majesty Eze Damian Obianigwe, congratulated the Vice President of Clarion Shipping West Africa Limited for the achievement, noting that she had challenged the men in the entire maritime industry in Nigeria. The traditional ruler, who doubles as the president of the Association of Igbo Maritime Practitioners in Nigeria, Asimpin, who could not hide his joy over the feat achieved by Clarion, said, "Congratulations, my dear sister."
Yes, sir. That what we men couldn't do, she had done it. Yes, and you did it. Not I said? Yes, sir. So what do you want me to say? I already said that. That is our own. That's my own. Yes, sir.
And the founder of the National Association of Government-Approved Freight Forwarders, NAGAV, Dr. Boniface Anibonam, while congratulating Mrs. Eloka for his constituency in freight forwarding business, noting that the newly acquired container vessel, MV Ocean Dragon, is capital intensive.
Ordinarily, Nigeria should be a maritime nation. That means we should own vessels. And for the fact that we don't have vessels of our own, this country has been losing so much on freight rates. And you will agree with me that the cargo coming into Nigeria is on FOB value, free on board. That's a great loss in this country. So with Clarion Shipping now, I'm sure that players will join, that he's taking that bold step, that Nigeria can do things, and that adds a lot of value to the present administration. And so I expect them to give all the support they can give to her. The inherent benefit cannot be overemphasized. One, the freight rates will be taken off. In other words, so much money will be coming to Nigeria other than going out. And you heard all she said in terms of providing the needed service, just on time business to be done, and creating employment opportunities for Nigerians and all that. So the costs. Recall that the essence of privatization or concessioning the ports is to reduce costs of doing business in Nigeria. The cumulative effect on shipping operations and all that are what we are complaining that Nigeria, our ports are quite expensive, all of them coming to bill. And so Clarion coming in now, making it possible for people to pay in naira other than dollar in your services rendered. This is great. You can't even know where to start about that. So it's not about Clarion now, like I said in the hall. It's about the freight forwarders. All of us must take advantage of this and let our principals know that an indigenous shipping operation has come to be, and therefore we need to patronize and all that. And then I talked about ship acquisition fund, the NEMASA angle, the cabotage legislation. All these things, I think government need to look into them and see what we can do to empower the indigenous operations. Local content become the major issue we have to be discussing here. Thank you.
All right, sir, you talked about.
One of the challenges we have experienced in this industry is the challenge of local content. We have not been opportune like we are now to have an indigenous operator in the maritime sector, especially in transport. Before now, we rely solely on foreign vessels. We rely solely on foreign policies of ocean-going vessels to have our trades delivered to Nigeria. Nigeria is an importing nation. Heavily, most of our economy depends on importation. So it has been a problem having Nigerian import or water transport problems solved in a jiffy. So, if you have anything to say, we should be thanking God for the betting of this vessel owned by Clarion to our vessels. Clarion has posed a high challenge to anybody who has been claiming that he's a ship owner or he's this or that. What she had done is she has set a standard for others to come into the industry, to come into this circle of shipping by owning a vessel. Before now, so many people might have been afraid of going into acquiring vessels. So many people have money. There are billionaires here in this industry, in this maritime industry, that are afraid of going into vessel acquisitions. But for her to have done it, I think she will be a lead. Others want to, if really people want to be sincere, others will want to find out how she was able to break these barriers. From what you have seen today, this event the idea was sold to Clarion by the management of NAGA. You don't bring in a vessel without freight forwarders knowing about it. You may go to China. You may go to Alaba International, canvass and advertise your vessel. If freight forwarders are not aware, if they are not adequately informed about how this vessel will be operated, how you manage it, how it will benefit them, you won't go anywhere. You find it difficult to navigate through these waters of freight forwarders and importers. So NAGAV has set a very good and encouraging partnership with Clarion by organizing this event today to bring to the doorsteps of freight forwarders and custom agents the need and the advantage of using this Clarion vessel.
The managing director of Hafna's Oil and Gas, one of the strategic partners of Clarion Shipping West Africa Limited, Alhaji Hamad Mohammed, reminded the freight forwarders of their collective responsibility to ensure that the shipping line survived, noting that it was for them to own.
It's a historical day. Today is a game changer. The shipping industry have taken the bold step to serve as a catalyst in the shipping industry. I want to come from the last speaker, our founder. He said we all have collective responsibility on this tax. And I want to brand it. This is for us, by us, Clarion Shipping West Africa. For us, by us, for Clarion Shipping West Africa. This is our product. This is a product that we use as an instrument to really cut that barrier whereby the international community are taking advantage of our.
Good afternoon. I'm Mr. Jubril Usman Ufelshi, a representative of AFLON, the vice chairman. Yeah, actually, why we're here today is the first time we are seeing this kind in the history of shipping industry, because what we had today is as what we'll be seeing for a very long time. Now, we've never gotten such thing like this. That we'll be having a waiver of 21 days free We'll be having no deposit, and also the freight. There will be something that will be cut out from the freight, of which it has not happened in the history of shipping company. I know it's a very good starting, a great beginning. But then there will be challenges. I know, because other one will get to know. They will hear what has happened today here, because most of the the importers, the client, they will now be shifting to Clarion shipping, of which there will be clash. As I said the other time, I still say it. Now she has to stand very well, because before you know, she will have more clients that will be shipping through Clarion shipping. And once there are more clients that are shipping through there, the conjecture will be there. She has to stand very well to make sure there won't be anything that will stop the cost.
Suffering from inception. Nigerian business have been mortgaged in the sense that we can't do the business seamlessly. One trick or the other have already encompassed with the previous management throughout the whole decade of shipping operation in Nigeria. So now, if you can recall, during the time 2003, when they roll out service providing on internet and that of the telephone, mobile telephone, a giant came, they said MTN, and took over. And when the government called them for, interaction, they said there's no need for per second billing. And that continued to go. Nigeria continued to agitate. And later, they called them again, they said it will not work. That immediately you enter second, they charge you for a minute. Then, Adenuga now went. There's a research. After the data research, it came to tell the federal government then that there should be need for per second billing. They said, can it be possible? He said, yes. He came and they demonstrated it. And after demonstrating that is possible, then Adenuga was given to license to operate. That brought about bringing down the cost of permanent billing. So, what I'm telling you now, not only that Clarion has demonstrated that she can and their company can do it. They can do it. No matter whatever, maybe obstacles or maybe challenges they may have, I still believe that an indigenous shipping line, with the failure of having scrapped NNSL without getting a replacement, is a very big point blank on our government. And if we cannot partner with this lady, I have said it in the hall again, she needs a national honor, a very good national honor, to see that Nigeria economic development, regards to maritime sector, is seen well and done well. So for me and my association, Save Nigerian Freight Forwarders, Importers and Exporters, we must continue to patronize her.
So it's a very commendable project, and we are very grateful to her. This is an first indigenous cargo ship in Nigeria, and we are happy for that. And we have to do everything possible to support it to survive. Just like our founder said, shipping is a mafian business. All the ills she has come to correct, there will be frustrations from different quarters. But I pray that God, who has given her this strength and wisdom to come this far, will sustain her when those attacks come, so that at least for once, Nigerian maritime sector, via the freight forwarding community, can be liberated for ease of doing business. At the end of it all, the freedom the express job we will enjoy from this will translate to the economy, bringing down cost of clearing, cost of shipment, cost of freight, and every other thing. Everybody will enjoy this. I will commend the federal government to give her a support, massive support, via the Cabotage Act law, where the indigenous citizens have been encouraged to do things like this. So we expect those in those authority, maritime sector, to encourage her. so that this thing could bring a very big boost to Nigeria.
Birthing of the Clarion shipping was a bbig relief for the Nigerian freight forwarders and their principal, who was
High Chief, Honorable Ambassador Oba Lawrence Chukwuobonna. I'm the Chairman CEO, Legis Integrated Services Nigeria Limited. The first step is that they will tell you they have to send email to their head office, which is outside Nigeria. So once that happens, you are their mercy. They will delay you as long as they like. You are not sure that you will get response in a week or 2 weeks. It's just at their discretion. But with Clarion shipping now is the thing of the past. In the sense that you walked in there and see whoever that you want to, that your problem is related to. They will not tell you, oh, the MD is not in town, he's not in Nigeria. No, there's nothing like that. Because that's why it's an indigenous. If you go there, if he's not on seat, the next person on seat will answer you. So that's a very big advantage to us. And that removes a lot of burden from us and saves a lot of time and cost to us as freight forwarders. Clarion is a wonderful gift. Everybody knows it. Some of us still have container deposit of over 2-3 years. We can show evidence that is yet to be paid. The worst with container deposit is that after depositing the money, there must be story on it. What do I mean by that? You can hardly recover that money you deposited. They will tell you you did not return it in time, or that there was stain, or there is stain on the container, or that there is damage on the container, and so on and so forth. So if you deposit 300,000 for a 40-footer container, be assured that you may not get up to 100,000 naira back. So they have been ripping us off through that. So we thank God for Clarion, because it's not only that they remove it, but they equally give us grace. And that grace helps us a lot. All these things we used to experience, this network failure that we say sometimes, this and that. For me, there's no professional clearing agent that will not be able to move his cargo within 21 days. It's a wonderful thing. So I'm calling on all professional colleagues to rise up to the occasion and make very good use of this opportunity. Clarion is the only place to go for now. You can't talk of any other place. No deposit, 21 days free demurrage. Then all your problem will be resolved locally, starting from even paying of your freight charges. So it's a wonderful thing. We should give them all the support, all the encouragement, and all the patronage, because that's the most important, to patronize them, make use of it. There is always an exception. We know that will happen, but we pray that we understand that this is our own. This is our own, and we are all involved. It's a Nigerian project. It's a Nigerian initiative. We should do our best not to abuse it. We should do our best to encourage them so that they will increase and multiply, and others that have capacity like them will equally venture into the business, so that with time we'll be able to compete with foreigners. And that will help us all the more, because all these foreign shipping companies is not helping us. But somebody that is our own, understands your feeling, is far better for us, and we grow more. Now, being a Nigerian-based shipping company is going to create a lot of jobs for the youths, for the upcoming ones. Not like those of us that have put over 30 years in the industry. We're looking at a way out. But for the ones that are coming, the ones that are in school, the ones that are starting this year. So if there is enough patronage and encouragement, by the next 5-10 years, we have more than 5-10 shipping lines owned by Nigerians. And that's going to create a lot of jobs, boost the economy and the industry itself. In fact, if we are able to achieve that, I will tell you that almost all the stress we are going on will be taken off. Because the situation we can have like 5-10 shipping companies owned by Nigeria. What are you using any foreign line for? Because with local shipping company like Clarion, you pay everything in our currency. And that will reduce inflation, because you don't have any need to change money to dollar, any other foreign currency to transact business. So that we keep our money within us.
Clarion's direct China-Nigeria service would connect major Chinese ports, providing a seamless trade corridors that eliminates costly transshipment delays and strengthens Nigeria's position as the hub for West African commerce. Congratulations to Clarion Shipping West Africa Limited. We wish you more successful business in Nigeria. Thanks for watching Seabed and Bunkers Communication Television. We'll come your way again with another top story.